What's holding you back? Is it fear? Doubt? The invisible walls built by past failures and limiting beliefs. Maybe it's the voice in your head telling you that you're not ready, not capable, not genouf. These barriers are real, not because they exist in the physical world, but because they have taken root in your mind. And until you break through them, you will always feel stuck, no matter how hard you try to move forward. Every success, every breakthrough, every transformation starts with a single shift, changing the way you're thinking. The most powerful force in your life isn't luck, talent, or circumstances. It's your mindset. But if your thoughts are clouded by fear and self-doubt, they become an unbreakable prison, keeping you trapped in a cycle of hesitation, frustration, and missed opportunities. This book is here to shatter those chains. You break your mental barriers isn't just about temporary motivation or feel-good inspiration. It's about rewiring the way you see yourself and the world around you. It's about identifying the subconscious limitations that have shaped your actions for years, maybe even decades, and finally taking control. You learn how to dismantle the false narratives that have held you back, replace them with a mindset built for growth, and step into the version of yourself that's been waiting beneath the surface. Inside these pages, you'll discover the hidden beliefs that quietly sabotage your success, and how to eliminate them, how fear, doubt, and hesitation are not your enemies, but powerful tools for transformation, proven strategies to reprogram your thinking and unlock limitless confidence. How to stop waiting for the perfect moment and take action. Nov. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is the mindset you refuse to change. Every goal you've dreamed of, every opportunity you've longed for, it's all on the other side of the mental barriers you've accepted as unbreakable. But here's the truth. They can be broken. And once they are, nothing will ever be the same. It won't be easy. Breaking these barriers will take effort, commitment, and a willingness to challenge everything you've believed up until now. But if you're ready to step into your true potential, if you're ready to stop living in the shadow of fear and step into the light of possibility, then this journey is for you. Your breakthrough starts now. Let's begin. Chapter 1. The Invisible Chains of the Mind. You are more powerful than you think. Yet, if you feel stuck, frustrated, or unable to reach your full potential, it's not because of external circumstances. It's because of the invisible chains wrapped around your mind. These chains aren't physical, but they are just as restricting. They shape your thoughts, control your decisions, and dictate what you believe is possible. The worst part, most people don't even realize they're trapped. The mental prison you don't see. From the moment we are born, we absorb beliefs from our environment, our families, teachers, culture, and society. Some of these beliefs empower us, but many of them create limitation. We're told to play it safe, not aim too high, or be realistic. Over time, these messages form the walls of an invisible prison, convincing us that certain dreams are out of reach, that failure is something to fear, and that we are not capable of more. These limitations manifest in many ways. The voice in your head that whispers, "You're not good enough." The hesitation that stops you from taking risks. The fear of judgment that keeps you from speaking up. The doubt that convinces you to stay in your comfort zone. None of these are real obstacles. They exist only in your mind, but until you recognize them, they will control your life. The power of perception, your mind, is a filter through which you experience the world. If you believe something is impossible, your brain will find ways to confirm that belief. This is known as the confirmation bias, a psychological phenomenon where your mind seeks evidence that supports what you already believe while ignoring anything that contradicts it. If you believe you're bad at public speaking, you will focus on the one time you stumbled over your words and ignore the moments you spoke confidently. If you believe success is only for the lucky, you will notice stories of people who had it easy and ignore the ones who struggled and overcame obstacles. This is why breaking mental barriers starts with one simple truth. Your thoughts shape your reality. Identifying your invisible chains, it's time to expose the beliefs that have been quietly limiting you. Take a moment to reflect on these questions. What is one goal you've always wanted to achieve, but haven't pursued? What reason or excuse have you given yourself for not taking action? Where did this belief come from? Did someone tell you this, or did you assume it was true? What if this belief is completely false? The moment you realize that your limitations are learned and not inherent, you gain the power to unlearn them. The first step to breaking free awareness is the first step toward transformation. Now that you know your mind has been operating within artificial limits, you can begin the process of breaking free. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to rewire your thoughts for success and replace limiting beliefs with new, empowering ones. For now, remember this: you are not your doubts. You are not your fears. You are not your past. The only thing stopping you from greatness is the belief that something is stopping you at all. Let's break these chains, one by one. Chapter 2, Rewiring Your Thoughts for Success. Your mind is your most powerful asset, or your greatest enemy. The way you think determines the way you live. If your thoughts are filled with doubt, fear, and limitations, your actions will reflect that. But if you learn to rewire your thinking, you can reshape your reality. Most people try to change their lives by focusing on external actions, new habits, new routines, new goals. But real transformation doesn't start with action. It starts with how you think. Until you shift your mindset, you will always revert to old patterns, no matter how much effort you put in. This chapter is about taking control of your mind, rewriting the beliefs that hold you back, and developing the mental framework that will allow you to break through every barrier in your way. The thoughts that shape your life. Your thoughts are not just random ideas floating in your mind. They are programming. Every belief, every assumption, and every conclusion you draw about yourself and the world becomes part of an internal blueprint that directs your life. If you've ever said or thought any of the following, you've experienced the power of this programming. I'm just not good at that. I'll never be successful. That kind of life isn't for people like me. I'm too old, young, inexperienced to start now. These statements aren't facts. They are mental scripts, ones that were likely programmed into you by past experiences, societal conditioning, or the influence of others. And as long as you continue to operate from these scripts, they will shape your reality. It's time to rewrite them. The science of mental rewiring your brain is constantly adapting and changing, based on your thoughts and experiences. This is called neuroplasticity, the ability of your brain to rewire itself over time. Just as negative beliefs can shape your thinking, positive, empowering beliefs can do the same. How to rewire your thinking one? Identify the limiting thought. Pay attention to the negative beliefs that come up most often. What do you tell yourself when you fail? When you feel stuck? When you face a challenge? Write down these limiting thoughts. 2. Challenge the thought. Ask yourself, is this actually true? Often, our beliefs are based on old experiences, fear or other people's, opinions rather than reality. Find evidence that disproves your limiting thought. For example, if you believe, I'll never be successful, challenge it with, have there been times I succeeded in something, no matter how small? Are there people who started where I am and became successful? What would happen if I stopped believing this? 3. Replace it with an empowering thought. Once you've challenged the limiting belief, create a new one to replace it. Instead of, I'll never be successful, say, I am running up, I am... Well, instead of I'm not good at this, say, with practice, I can get better. Repetition is key. Just like an old path in the forest fades, when you stop using it, your old thoughts will weaken as you reinforce the new ones. 4. Take action to reinforce the new thought. Your beliefs become stronger when they are backed by action. If you've told yourself, I'm not disciplined, prove yourself wrong by committing to a small daily habit. If you've believed, I'm not good at speaking, practice speaking in small situations. Action strengthens belief. Your mind is the key. Most people think their struggles are external. Lack of resources, bad luck, other people holding them back. But the truth is, your greatest obstacle has always been your own mind. If you master your thoughts, you master your life. In the next chapter, we'll dive deeper into the power of self-belief and how building unshakable confidence can change everything. But for now, start small. Identify one limiting thought, challenge it, and replace it with something stronger. Your breakthrough starts in your mind. Rewire it and the barriers will begin to fall. Chapter 3. The power of self-belief. What if the only thing standing between you and your dreams was the way you saw yourself? Self-belief is the foundation of every success story. It's not luck, talent, or even intelligence that separates those who achieve greatness from those who stay stuck. It's the unshakable certainty that they can and will succeed. Every barrier you face, every challenge you encounter, and every setback you endure is either strengthened or shattered by the belief you hold about yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, nothing else matters. You can have the best strategies, the best mentors, and the best opportunities. But if deep down you doubt your own abilities, you'll sabotage your own success. This chapter is about building unshakable self-belief and using it as the fuel to break every barrier in your way. Where does self-doubt come from? No one is born with self-doubt. It's learned. It comes from experiences, failures, criticism, and negative influences that chip away at confidence over time. Maybe you were told you weren't smart enough, talented enough, or good enough. Maybe you failed at something once and decided you were doomed to fail forever. But here's the truth. Just as self-doubt is learned, self-belief can be built. The problem is, most people wait for success before they believe in themselves. They think, once I achieve my goal, then I'll have confidence. But confidence doesn't come after success. It comes before it. You have to believe you can do something before you see the results. If you want to change your life, you must stop waiting for external proof and start building an internal belief system that refuses to accept failure as final. The mindset of high achievers, the most successful people in the world, are not necessarily the smartest or the most talented. They are simply the ones who refuse to let self-doubt dictate their actions. They take risks. They keep going when others quit. They believe in themselves even when no one else does. Here's what they understand that most people don't. Self-belief is a choice. You don't need permission to believe in yourself. You can decide right now that you are capable, worthy, and powerful. Failure doesn't define you. Every failure is a lesson, not a life sentence. The only way to truly fail is to stop trying. Repetition creates confidence. The more you do something, the more natural it becomes. Confidence is built through action, not just thought. How to build unshakable self-belief. 1. Rewrite your inner narrative. What do you tell yourself daily? Your internal dialogue shapes your confidence. If you constantly say, "I'm not good enough," your brain will find ways to prove you right. Change the script. Instead of, "I can't do this," say, "I am figuring this out." Instead of, "I always fail," say, "Every setback teaches me something valuable." Instead of, "I'm not confident," say, "I am becoming more confident every day." Your mind listens to what you repeatedly tell it. Speak to yourself like someone you want to succeed. 2. Act before you feel ready. Most people wait until they feel confident before they take action. But confidence comes from taking action. First time you do something, it will feel uncomfortable. The second time, a little easier. The 10th time, second nature. Take action before you feel ready, and watch how your confidence grows. 3. Collect proof of your strength. Your mind loves evidence. Start keeping track of your wins, big and small. Write down every success, every challenge you overcame, and every moment you proved yourself wrong. Review this list whenever doubt creeps in. Soar. Surround yourself with believers. The people around you shape your mindset. Spend time with those who encourage your growth, not those who reinforce your doubts. If you don't have that support yet, seek it. Books, podcasts, and mentors can become your new environment. 5. Visualize the best version of yourself. Close your eyes and imagine the version of you who has already broken through every mental barrier. How do they think? How do they act? What choices do they make daily? Start embodying that person now. The truth about you right now. You might not see yourself as capable, but that doesn't mean it's true. The reality is you are capable. You are worthy. You are powerful. Your transformation has already begun. Keep going. Chapter 4. Fear. Enemy or fuel? Fear. It's the force that stops people from chasing their dreams, speaking their truth, and stepping into their full potential. It whispers, "What if you fail?" and convinces you to stay where it's safe. But here's what most people never realize. Fear's not your enemy. It's your fuel. The difference between those who succeed and those who stay stuck is not the presence or absence of fear. Everyone feels fear. The difference is how you respond to it. Do you let it paralyze you? Or do you use it to push yourself forward? This chapter will shift the way you see fear forever. It's not something to avoid. It's something to master. The truth about fear is not real danger. It feels real, but most of the time, it's just a mental projection. Your brain is wired for survival, not success. It sees risk and immediately triggers fear to keep you safe. But here's the catch. Your brain doesn't know the difference between a life-threatening situation and a new opportunity that feels uncomfortable. Asking for a raise isn't life-threatening. Starting your own business isn't life-threatening. Speaking in front of an audience isn't life-threatening. Yet, your brain reacts to these things as if you're being chased by a predator. It floods your body with adrenaline, makes your heart race, and urges you to retreat. But running away doesn't protect you. It keeps you small. If you want to break your mental barriers, you must stop treating fear as a stop sign and start seeing it as a green light. How fear controls your life. Fear hides in different forms. Fear of failure. What if I try and don't succeed? Fear of judgment. What will people think of me? Fear of discomfort. What if it's too hard? Fear of success. What if I can't handle it? These fears keep you stuck in the same patterns, making the same safe choices, and never reaching beyond your current reality. But here's the secret. The life you want is on the other side of fear. How to turn fear into fuel. 1. Reframe fear as a sign of growth. Fear doesn't mean stop. It means go. It means you're stepping outside your comfort zone and expanding your potential. When fear shows up, don't see it as a warning. See it as a signal that you're moving in the right direction. 2. Ask, what's the worst that can happen? Fear thrives on uncertainty. Your brain fills in the gaps with the worst-case scenario. But take a step back and really ask yourself, what's the absolute worst thing that could happen if I try this? Could I handle it? Spoiler, yes, you could. Is the worst-case scenario really as bad as I imagine? Most of the time, the worst thing that could happen is minor. Yet, we let it stop us. Flip the question. What's the worst thing that could happen if I don't try? Will I regret never taking the chance? Now, which fear is bigger? The fear of failing, or the fear of staying the same? 3. Take fear-based action immediately. The longer you wait, the stronger fear grows. Your mind will come up with more reasons to delay, avoid, or quit the solution. Take immediate action before fear has a chance to take over. Scared to start your business? Make one small move today. Afraid to have a difficult conversation? Pick up the phone right now. Nervous about public speaking? Say yes before you have time to overthink. Action kills fear faster than anything else. 4. Turn what if into even if. Fear is built on what if questions. What if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? What if I'm not good enough? Flip the script. Even if I fail, I'll learn and improve. Even if they judge me, their opinions don't control my future. Even if I'm not perfect, I'm still moving forward. This shift takes the power away from fear and puts it back in your hands. Fear never leaves. And that's a good thing. You don't get rid of fear. You learn to move forward with it. The most successful people in the world feel fear all the time. The difference: they don't let it stop them. They use it as fuel. Every time you face your fears, they lose power. Every time you take action despite fear, you grow stronger. And one day, you'll look back and realize the things that once terrified You are now second nature. In the next chapter, we'll tackle another major mental barrier: overthinking, because fear often disguises itself as endless hesitation, and breaking free from it requires decisive action. Fear is not the enemy. Inaction is. Choose action. Choose growth. Use fear to fuel your breakthrough. Chapter 5: Overthinking. You replay past mistakes over and over, beating yourself up for what you should have done differently. You hesitate to make a decision, fearing that the wrong choice will lead to disaster. The truth is, overthinking doesn't lead to better decisions. It leads to no decisions, and no decision is worse than the wrong decision, because at least the wrong decision moves you forward. This chapter is about breaking free from the mental trap of overthinking, learning to trust yourself, and making bold moves with clarity and confidence. Why we overthink? Overthinking feels like control. Your brain convinces you that if you just think long enough, you can eliminate uncertainty. But life doesn't work that way. At its core, overthinking is driven by fear. Fear of failure. Fear of making the wrong choice. Fear of the unknown. Instead of acting, you retreat into endless analysis, believing that if you just gather more information, you'll find the perfect solution. But perfection doesn't exist, and the longer you delay, the harder it becomes to move forward. Overthinking also comes from lack of trust in yourself. You don't believe in your ability to handle unexpected outcomes, so you try to predict and control everything. But the irony is, the more you think, the more uncertain you feel, because every possibility leads to more possibilities, and the cycle never ends. How overthinking destroys progress, kills momentum. The more you think, the less you do. The less you do, the more stuck you feel. Creates anxiety. Overanalyzing every decision makes even simple choices feel overwhelming. Leads to regret. The time you spend overthinking is time you'll never get back. Destroys confidence. Constant hésitation. Erodes your belief in your own judgment. The good news, you can break free. How to stop overthinking and start taking action. 1. Set a decision deadline. Most decisions don't need endless analysis. Give yourself a strict time limit. Small decisions, make them in 30 seconds. Medium decisions, give yourself 30 minutes. Big decisions, sleep on it. But decide the next day. Deadlines force clarity. The longer you give yourself, the more you'll spiral. 2. Take imperfect action. Perfection is an illusion. No matter how much you think, you will never have all the answers before you start. The only way to learn is by doing. Instead of aiming for the perfect plan, aim for the first step. Momentum builds confidence, and confidence destroys overthinking. 3. Use the 90-10 rule. Not every decision deserves your full mental energy. 90% of decisions should be made quickly because they are low risk or reversible. 10% of decisions require deeper thought because they have long-term consequences. Most people treat every decision like it's in the 10%. It's not. Don't waste time analyzing what doesn't matter. 4. Ask, will this matter in a year? Overthinking makes tiny problems feel huge. Step back and ask, will this decision still matter in a year? In 5 years? Will I even remember this moment? If the answer is no, decide and move on. 5. Trust yourself and adjust as you go. The fear behind overthinking is that you might make the wrong choice. But the truth is, most decisions can be adjusted later. You don't have to know everything before you start a new career. You can learn as you go. You don't have to have the perfect business plan. Your strategy will evolve. You don't have to make the absolute best choice. You just have to make a choice and adapt. Your ability to adjust is more important than your ability to predict. The power of decisive action. The most successful people in the world are not the ones who make perfect decisions. They are the ones who make fast decisions, learn from experience, and keep moving forward. If you want to break through your mental barriers, you must stop waiting for certainty. Clarity comes from action, not thought. In the next chapter, we'll tackle another hidden barrier that keeps people stuck: procrastination. You'll learn why we delay the things that matter most, and how to finally break the cycle. Your breakthrough is waiting. Stop thinking. Start moving. Chapter 6. Procrastination. The silent saboteur. Procrastination is one of the most common mental barriers people face. It's the habit of putting off what needs to be done, convincing yourself you'll do it later. But here's the brutal truth. Procrastination is not laziness. It's fear in disguise. When you procrastinate, you don't just waste time, you waste potential. You waste opportunities. You waste your future. Every time you put something off, you reinforce the belief that you are not capable or worthy of success. But there's good news. Procrastination can be defeated. You just need to understand why it happens and learn how to break the cycle of delay. Why do we procrastinate? Procrastination isn't about being lazy or disorganized. It's an emotional reaction, not a productivity issue. Here are the key reasons why we procrastinate. 1. Fear of failure. The more you care about the outcome of something, the more terrifying it feels to start. What if you fail? What if you disappoint yourself or others? Fear makes procrastination feel like the safer choice. But in reality, delaying is a form of failure in itself. 2. Fear of success. It's not always failure that holds you back. Sometimes you fear the responsibility, pressure, or expectations that come with success. What if you can't handle it? What if success makes things more complicated or brings unwanted attention? 3. Perfectionism. Perfectionism paralyzes progress. If you're constantly waiting for the perfect time or the perfect conditions to start, you'll never begin. Perfectionism often masks fear of judgment or fear of making mistakes. 4. Overwhelm. When a task feels too big or too complex, your brain may shut down. Overwhelm leads to avoidance. Instead of taking action, you procrastinate because the task feels like an insurmountable mountain. 5. Lack of motivation. Motivation is fickle. It comes and goes. If you're waiting for motivation to strike before you act, you'll be waiting forever. Motivation isn't the driver of success. Action is. Motivation follows movement, not the other way around. How to break the cycle of procrastination. 1. Break tasks into smaller steps. One of the most effective ways to overcome procrastination is to make tasks feel less overwhelming. Instead of focusing on the entire project, focus on the next small step. Instead of saying, I need to write a book, break it down to, I will write 300 words today. Instead of, I need to organize my house, start with, I will clean the kitchen counters. When you focus on small actions, the task no longer feels so intimidating. Small steps lead to big progress. 2. Use the 5-minute rule. Commit to working on a task for just 5 minutes. Often, the hardest part is getting started. Once you begin, you'll find that the task is easier than you thought, and you'll likely continue long after the 5 minutes are up. The key here is starting. The momentum will carry you forward. 3. Set clear, achievable goals. Clear goals reduce ambiguity and help you focus. Procrastination thrives when you don't know exactly what you need to do. Create specific, measurable, and realistic goals for each task. "I will write 500 words today" is more actionable than "I will write today." "I will clean out my closet this weekend" is more motivating than "I need to organize my house." Having a roadmap in place makes the task feel less daunting. 4. Address the root. Fear. Procrastination is often a coping mechanism for fear. Identify what you're really afraid of. Are you afraid of failure, of judgment, of getting overwhelmed? Once you name the fear, you can address it. If you fear failure, remind yourself that failure is part of the process. If you fear success, acknowledge that you can handle the challenges that come with it. Once you face your fears head on, they lose their power. 5. Eliminate distractions. Sometimes procrastination is a result of external distractions that derail your focus. Set up a productive environment. Turn off notifications. Create a dedicated workspace. By eliminating distractions, you make it easier to focus and harder to avoid the task. The power of accountability. One of the best ways to stop procrastinating is to make yourself accountable. When you know someone else is expecting results, you're more likely to act. Tell a friend about your goals and ask them to check in with you. Join a group or hire a coach to keep you on track. Track your progress publicly to hold yourself accountable. Accountability not only keeps you on track, but it also reinforces the belief that you are capable of achieving what you set out to do. Action overcomes procrastination. The key to breaking procrastination is action. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes. Start now. Don't wait for the perfect time, the perfect motivation, or the perfect condition. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to overcome self-sabotage, which often goes hand in hand with procrastination. You'll learn how to stop standing in your own way and finally step into the success you deserve. Procrastination is your enemy, but action is your weapon. Take it. Chapter 7. Self-sabotage. The hidden barrier to success. We all have dreams, ambitions, and goals. Yet, so many people struggle to achieve them. Not because they lack talent or drive, but because they unknowingly sabotage their own success. Self-sabotage is the hidden force that holds you back. Even when you've taken all the right steps, you might find yourself starting a new project with enthusiasm, only to quit halfway through. Overworking yourself until you burn out, then procrastinating when you're supposed to be productive. Achieving success, only to feel unworthy or undeserving, and unconsciously pushing it away. Self-sabotage isn't a conscious choice. It's deeply rooted in fear, self-doubt, and old patterns that we're often not even aware of. It's a dangerous cycle that feeds into the belief that you don't deserve success or that you're not capable of achieving your full potential. In this chapter, we'll uncover the truth about self-sabotage and how to break free from this destructive pattern once and for all. Why do we self-sabotage? Self-sabotage is a protective mechanism. It's a way for your mind to avoid discomfort, uncertainty, or the fear of failure. But it's also a way of staying small, of avoiding the responsibility, expectations, or change that success may bring. Here are some of the common reasons why we self-sabotage. 1. Fear of success. Success can be terrifying. What happens when you achieve your goal? Will people expect more from you? Will it change your life in ways you're not ready for? Deep down, you might fear the pressure, the spotlight, or the added responsibility that comes with success. 2. Imposter syndrome. Even when you achieve great things, you might feel like a fraud, like you don't deserve the recognition or success. This feeling, known as imposter syndrome, can lead you to undermine your accomplishments and hold yourself back from future opportunities. 3. Comfort in the familiar. Even if your current situation isn't ideal, it's familiar. Change, even positive change, can feel like a threat to your sense of stability. Self-sabotage can be your mind's way of keeping things the way they are, even if it means staying stuck. 4. Fear of change. Change brings uncertainty, and the unknown can feel risky. The fear of what comes next might cause you to self-sabotage so you can maintain the status quo. 5. Low self-worth. If you don't believe you deserve success or happiness, you'll subconsciously create situations where success is out of reach. Self-sabotage becomes a way of proving your inner belief that you're not worthy. How to stop self-sabotaging your success. 1. Recognize the patterns. The first step in overcoming self-sabotage is recognizing when it happens. Pay attention to the moments when you hold yourself back, whether it's procrastination, perfectionism, or self-doubt. These patterns may be so ingrained in your behavior that they're hard to spot. But once you identify them, you can begin to change them. 2. Address your fears often. Self-sabotage is rooted in deep-seated fears. Address these fears head-on. What are you afraid of? Is it failure, success, judgment? Once you identify the fear, confront it. Ask yourself if the fear is based on reality or just an imagined scenario. The truth is, most fears are unfounded and irrational. 3. Change your inner dialogue. Your self-talk plays a crucial role in whether or not you self-sabotage. Negative self-talk like, I'm not good enough or I'll never make it, feeds into self-sabotage. Replace those thoughts with positive, empowering statements. Remind yourself that you are worthy of success, capable of handling challenges, and deserving of everything you've worked for. 4. Set clear boundaries. Self-sabotage often happens when we overcommit ourselves, ignore our needs, or let others control our time. Set clear boundaries to protect your energy, your goals, and your progress. Learn to say no when necessary and prioritize your well-being. 5. Take action despite fear. The key to breaking free from self-sabotage is to take action, even when you feel unworthy, afraid, or unsure. You will never feel completely ready, and that's okay. Success doesn't come from waiting until you feel perfect. It comes from acting despite your fears. 6. Celebrate your wins. When you achieve something, celebrate it. Acknowledge your progress and remind yourself that you deserve the success you're creating. Celebrating small wins reinforces positive behaviors and breaks the cycle of self-sabotage. Let go of perfection. Perfectionism is often tied to self-sabotage. If you wait for everything to be perfect before you take action, you'll never begin. Recognize that perfection is an illusion. It's an unattainable standard that only keeps you stuck. Instead of striving for perfection, aim for progress. Focus on getting better, not on being flawless. Every step forward is a victory. The path to empowerment, the most powerful thing you can do to stop self-sabotage, is believe in your work. Believe that you are worthy of the success, happiness, and abundance you're working toward. When you believe this, you'll stop holding yourself back. In the next chapter, we'll explore how self-doubt works alongside self-sabotage to keep you stuck. We'll break down how to build unshakable self-belief and silence the voice of doubt once and for all. You are your own greatest ally. Stop sabotaging your success and start stepping into the powerful future you've always dreamed of. Chapter 8. Self-doubt. The enemy of confidence, self-doubt, is one of the most insidious mental barriers you'll ever face. It's the constant questioning of your ability, your worth, and your potential. It's that nagging voice in your head telling you that you're not good enough, that you'll fail, or that you don't deserve success. This voice doesn't care about your talent or your past accomplishments. It only wants to keep you stuck, playing small, and avoiding the risks that come with pursuing your dreams. The problem is that self-doubt can feel so real. It feels like a protective instinct, like it's there to prevent you from making mistakes. But in reality, it's preventing you from growing. This chapter is about silencing that inner critic, learning to trust your abilities, and building a level of confidence that no amount of doubt can shake. Why we experience self-doubt. Self-doubt stems from many different sources. Sometimes it's a result of past experiences. Sometimes it's learned from others. And sometimes it's just a byproduct of the uncertainty that comes with striving for something greater. Here are some common reasons we experience self-doubt. 1. Fear of judgment. You might doubt yourself because you're afraid of how others will perceive you. What if they think you're not good enough? What if they laugh at you? Or worse, criticize you? Fear of judgment makes us hesitant to act and prevents us from putting ourselves out there. 2. Comparison to others. In today's world of social media and constant access to others' achievements, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparison. You look at someone else's success and think, I'll never be as good as they are. The problem with comparison is that it distorts your view of reality. You're comparing someone else, chapter 20, to your chapter 1. 3. Past failures, your previous failures, or setbacks can haunt you. They make you believe that you aren't capable of success, that you're doomed to make the same mistakes over and over. But failure is not permanent. It's a lesson, not a verdict. 4. Imposter syndrome. You don't believe you truly deserve your achievements. This can lead to constant fear of being found out, and it can keep you from pursuing bigger opportunities. 5. Negative self-talk. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough, not capable, or not worthy, It's no surprise that you'll feel doubtful. Negative self-talk becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. The more you say it, the more you believe it. How to overcome self-doubt and build unshakable confidence. 1. Acknowledge your doubts. Don't ignore them. Ignoring your self-doubt doesn't make it go away. Instead, acknowledge it. Recognize that self-doubt is just a thought, not a truth. Ask yourself, is this doubt based on fact? Or is it just fear talking? When you acknowledge it, you take away its power. 2. Frame your thoughts. Instead of allowing self-doubt to consume you, reframe it. Change the way you view challenges. Instead of thinking, I can't do this, reframe it to, I haven't done this yet, but I will learn. Focus on growth and learning, not on perfection or instant success. 3. Focus on your strengths instead of dwelling on your perceived weaknesses. Celebrate your strengths. Write down everything you're good at. Remind yourself of your accomplishments and the times you've overcome obstacles. When you focus on your strengths, self-doubt becomes less convincing. 4. Take action anyway. Confidence is built through action. If you wait for self-doubt to disappear before you act, you'll never do anything. The key is to take action despite the doubt. When you take action, you gain evidence that you're capable, which builds your confidence. 5. Stop comparing yourself to others. Comparison is a thief of joy and a catalyst for self-doubt. Focus on your own journey. Everyone's path is different, and someone else's success doesn't diminish your potential. Instead of comparing, celebrate others' wins and use them as inspiration. 6. Surround yourself with supportive people. The people you spend time with can have a huge impact on your confidence. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, believe in you, and challenge you to be better. Avoid people who feed into your self-doubt or put you down. 7. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Self-doubt often stems from being overly critical of yourself. Instead of beating yourself up for mistakes, treat yourself with the same compassion you would give a friend. You're allowed to be imperfect. You're allowed to be human. The power of positive affirmations. One of the most effective ways to combat self-doubt is through affirmations. Positive affirmations are statements that help rewire your brain to focus on your strengths and potential. When you repeat affirmations consistently, you begin to change the way you think about yourself. Examples of empowering affirmations include, I am capable of achieving my goals. I trust myself and my decisions. I am worthy of success and happiness. I embrace challenges because they help me grow. Start your day with affirmations and notice how your confidence grows over time. Confidence comes from belief, not perfection. Confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about believing in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. Self-doubt will never fully disappear, but with consistent effort, you can learn to rise above it. In the next chapter, we'll tackle the final barrier, lack of clarity. You'll learn how to get clear on your goals, your vision, and your purpose, so you can move forward with direction and determination. Your confidence is already within you. Stop doubting it and start believing in it. Start believing and start believing. Chapter 9. Lack of clarity. Finding your true path. Lack of clarity is a silent killer of progress. It's the feeling of being lost, uncertain, or unsure of what you're supposed to be doing next. When you don't have clarity about your goals, your purpose, or your direction, you wander aimlessly, hoping to figure things out along the way. But without a clear vision, you'll often find yourself stuck, frustrated, and overwhelmed. Clarity isn't just about knowing what you want. It's about knowing why you want it, how to get there, and the actions you need to take to get there. When you have clarity, everything else falls into place. You're no longer paralyzed by indecision. You take action with confidence, knowing exactly where you're headed. This chapter is all about helping you gain clarity in your life and your goals so you can start moving forward with purpose and determination. Why lack of clarity holds you back? When you lack clarity, you can't fully commit to your goals. Everything feels uncertain, and you constantly question if what you're doing is the right thing. You end up wasting time on things that don't matter or getting sidetracked by distractions. Here are some reasons why lack of clarity can hold you back. 1. Indecision leads to inaction without clarity. You'll spend more time thinking about what you could do rather than actually doing something. You'll overanalyze every decision, which leads to inaction. The fear of making the wrong decision keeps you stuck in a cycle of hesitation and uncertainty. 2. Lack of focus. Clarity gives you the focus you need to stay on track. Without it, you scatter your energy across too many things. Your attention is divided, and you never give yourself the chance to fully invest in one thing. As a result, your progress becomes slow, and success seems out of reach. 3. Fear of failure. When you don't have a clear direction, it's easy to be overwhelmed by the fear of failure. You're not sure what you should be doing, so you assume you'll fail at anything you attempt. The fear of failure can paralyze you, preventing you from even trying. 4. Lack of motivation. Clarity provides motivation by giving you something to strive for. Without it, you feel aimless and motivation dries up. You might work hard, but it's hard to stay energized when you don't know exactly where you're going. How to gain clarity and move forward with purpose. 1. Define your vision. The first step in gaining clarity is to define your vision. What do you want your life to look like? What kind of impact do you want to have? What are long-term dreams and goals? Don't rush through this process. Take your time to truly reflect on what you want out of life. Your vision should inspire and excite you, and it should give you a sense of direction and purpose. 2. Set clear, specific goals. Once you have a vision, break it down into clear and specific goals. Instead of saying, I want to be successful, say, I want to grow my business by 20% in the next year, or I want to write a book and publish it within 6 months. Specific goals give you a roadmap to follow, and they help you measure your progress. 3. Prioritize what matters most. Clarity isn't just about knowing what you want. It's also about knowing what to focus on. When you're clear on your priorities, you're better able to cut out distractions and focus your energy on what truly matters. Ask yourself, what's the most important thing I can do right now to move me closer to my vision? Prioritize those tasks and let go of the rest. 4. Break it down into actionable steps. Clarity comes from breaking your big goals into smaller, manageable steps. If you've ever looked at a large goal and felt overwhelmed, that's because you don't have a clear path to achieving it. Create a step-by-step plan for each goal. If you want to write a book, start with an outline. If you want to grow your business, break it down into marketing, sales, and operational tasks. By focusing on one small action at a time, you'll start to see the bigger picture come together. 5. Align your actions with your purpose. Clarity isn't just about setting goals. It's about aligning your actions with your purpose. Each step you take should bring you closer to your vision and reflect your values. Ask yourself, is what I'm doing right now in alignment with my goals and my vision? If not, it's time to reassess. Aligning your actions with your purpose keeps you motivated and ensures that you're moving toward what truly matters. Overcoming fear with clarity. Fear often arises when we feel uncertain about our future. When you lack clarity, it's easy to be overwhelmed by all the what ifs. But with clarity, you can cut through that fear and focus on the next step in front of you. Instead of asking, what if I fail? Ask yourself, what if I succeed? With clarity, the possibilities become endless. You'll realize that failure is just a stepping stone towards success. And that success is much more attainable than you once thought. The importance of reflection. Sometimes clarity doesn't come in an instant. It requires ongoing reflection. As you continue to move forward, take time to check in with yourself. Ask yourself, is this still my vision? Are my goals still aligned with my values? Sometimes your path may shift, and that's okay. The most successful people are those who are flexible enough to adjust when needed, but still clear on their end destination. Clarity transforms your actions and results. When you have clarity, your actions become more focused, intentional, and impactful. You're no longer wasting time on things that don't matter. Instead, every move you make is purposeful and deliberate. As a result, you begin to see real progress. In the next chapter, we'll discuss how to stay consistent and keep pushing forward, even when things get tough. Clarity is the key that unlocks your potential. Get clear and watch your life transform. Chapter 10. Consistency. The power of small, daily actions. Consistency is the secret ingredient that separates those who succeed from those who fail. It's easy to start something with enthusiasm, but it's staying committed day after day, even when motivation wanes, that leads to lasting results. Many people focus on quick wins or bursts of productivity, but true success is built on consistent, small actions that compound over time. It's the ability to show up every single day, even when you don't feel like it, that leads to monumental achievements. This chapter is all about mastering consistency, learning how to stay on track when things get hard, and understanding why small, everyday actions are the key to unlocking your full potential. Why consistency matters. Consistency is important because it helps you build momentum, turn your goals into habits, and develop the discipline necessary to push through tough times. Without it, all the talent, knowledge, and motivation in the world won't make a difference. Here's why consistency is so crucial. 1. Small actions lead to big results. Consistency doesn't mean making huge strides every day. It means taking small, deliberate actions that build up over time. Just like a snowball rolling down a hill, these small actions gain momentum and grow bigger and more impactful as they continue. For example, if you want to write a book, writing just 500 words a day may not seem like much, but over time, that adds up to thousands of words, and soon you have a finished manuscript. 2. It creates habit. The more consistently you do something, the more it becomes a habit. And when something becomes a habit, you don't have to think twice about it. You just do it. Habits are powerful because they create routines that support your success. When you make consistency a priority, you start to build positive habits that move you closer to your goals without requiring constant effort or willpower. 3. Consistency builds confidence every time you follow through on a commitment. No matter how small, you build trust with yourself. This trust strengthens your self-confidence and belief in your abilities. The more consistent you are, the more you'll start to believe that you can accomplish anything. 4. Consistency overcomes setbacks. Setbacks are inevitable, but consistency helps you bounce back quickly. When you're consistent, you know that a small detour doesn't mean failure. It's just part of the process. You stay focused on your long-term goals and keep moving forward, no matter how many obstacles arise. How to build consistency in your life. 1. Start small. You don't need to make massive changes overnight. Start with small, manageable actions that you can realistically stick to. The goal is to build momentum. If you're aiming to get fit, start with a 10-minute workout every day. If you want to read more, start by reading just 10 pages a day. Once these small actions become habits, you can gradually increase the intensity or the amount of time. 2. Set a routine. Create a routine that makes consistency. When you build a routine, you eliminate decision fatigue and set yourself up for success. For example, if your goal is to write every day, set a specific time each day when you will write, whether it's in the morning, during lunch, or before bed. Make it part of your day so that it becomes a non-negotiable habit. 3. Track your progress. Tracking your progress is a great way to stay consistent. Saying how far you've come can keep you motivated and remind you of the importance of those small daily actions. Use a habit tracker, a journal, or an app to monitor your progress. Celebrate milestones along the way, no matter how small they seem. Every step forward is a victory. 4. Be patient with yourself. Consistency requires patience. It's easy to get discouraged when you don't see immediate results, but remember that success is a long-term game. Stay focused on the process, not just the outcome. If you slip up or miss a day, don't beat yourself up. Just get back on track the next day. The key is to keep going, even when progress feels slow. Find accountability. Accountability is a powerful tool for staying consistent. Find someone who will check in with you regularly and hold you to your commitments, whether it's a friend, family member, or mentor. Having someone to share your goals with can keep you motivated and accountable. 6. Make it enjoyable. Consistency doesn't have to feel like a chore. Make the process enjoyable. If you're working toward a fitness goal, find an exercise you enjoy. If you're building a business, focus on the aspects that excite you. When you enjoy the process, consistency becomes effortless. Overcoming the challenges of consistency. 1. Dealing with burnout. Consistency doesn't mean working yourself into the ground. Avoid burnout by pacing yourself. Take breaks when needed and listen to your body. The goal is to maintain a sustainable level of effort that you can keep up with in the long run. 2. Managing distractions in today's world. Distractions are everywhere. Social media, notifications, and endless tasks can pull you away from your goals. To stay consistent, set boundaries for yourself. Put away distractions during focused work time and stay committed to the task at hand. 3. Push through low motivation. Some days you won't feel motivated. And that's okay. Consistency isn't about motivation. It's about discipline. On low motivation days, remind yourself why you started and take even the smallest action. The more you show up, even when you don't feel like it, the easier it will get. The compound effect of consistency may not feel like it's yielding results right away, but over time, the impact is profound. It's the compound effect at work. Small, consistent actions add up and lead to extraordinary results. The key is to stick with it. Every day you show up, you're building momentum. You're creating a system that will continue to carry you forward, even when things get tough. The power of consistency in achieving your dreams, consistency, is what separates dreamers from achievers. Easily, some people reach their goals, while others give up. When you commit to consistency, you commit to success. In the next chapter, we'll dive into how to embrace failure as part of the journey and how to use it to fuel your growth. Stay consistent, and the results will follow. Your success is inevitable when you keep showing up, day after day. Chapter 11. Embracing Failure. The gateway to growth failure is often seen as the end, but in reality, it's the beginning of something far more powerful. Too many people fear failure, avoiding it at all costs. They believe that failure means they are not good enough, or that they will never succeed. But the truth is, failure is one of the most valuable teachers you'll ever encounter. In this chapter, we'll explore how to embrace failure, shift your mindset, and turn failure into a tool for growth. When you learn to view failure as a necessary step on the road to success, you begin to unlock your true potential. Why we fear of failure, is deeply ingrained in most of us. From an early age, we are taught that failure is something to be avoided at all costs. We're conditioned to think of failure as a reflection of our worth or abilities. Here are some reasons why we fear failure. 1. Fear of judgment. One of the main reasons we fear failure is the fear of what others will think. We worry that people will judge us, see us as incompetent, or think we're not capable. This fear of judgment makes us hesitant to take risks or try new things, limiting our potential. 2. Fear of rejection. Failure often means rejection. Whether it's rejection from others, rejection of our ideas, or rejection of our efforts, the fear of rejection can be paralyzing, making us avoid situations where we might fail or face criticism. 3. Fear of not measuring up. We compare ourselves to others, and when we fail, we believe we are falling short of expectations, both our own and those of others. This fear of not measuring up can be crippling, preventing us from pursuing our goals with confidence. 4. Fear of wasting time and energy. Sometimes we fear failure because it feels like a waste of time and effort. We put in the work, we take risks, and when things don't go as planned, we feel like we've wasted our resources. But failure is never a waste. It's a lesson that brings us one step closer to success. How to embrace failure and use it as fuel. 1. Change your perspective on failure. The first step in embracing failure is to change your perspective. Instead of viewing failure as something negative, see it as a natural part of the learning process. Every time you fail, you gain valuable insight and experience that will help you improve. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this failure? When you view failure as a teacher, it becomes a powerful tool for growth. 2. Understand that failure is not final failure, is not a permanent state. It's just a moment in time. Many successful people have failed multiple times before reaching their goals. Thomas Edison, for example, failed thousands of times before he successfully invented the light bulb. Failure is not the end. It's just a step in the process. If you fail, don't let it define you. Instead, recognize that it's just a temporary setback and keep moving forward. 3. Take responsibility and learn from it instead of blaming external factors or other people for your failure. Take responsibility for your part in it. Reflect on what went wrong and what you could do differently next time. By taking ownership, you empower yourself to grow and improve. Ask yourself, use failure as a mirror to reflect on your actions and decisions, and learn from the experience. 4. Keep moving forward when you fail. It's easy to get discouraged and want to quit, but the most successful people are those who keep moving forward despite their failures. They take what they've learned and apply it to their next attempt. The key is persistence. Keep going, even when things aren't going well. The more you keep trying, the closer you get to success. 5. Embrace a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that you can always improve and develop your abilities. People with a growth mindset see failure as an opportunity to learn and grow, rather than as a reflection of their limitations. When you embrace a growth mindset, you understand that failure is not a judgment of your abilities, but a chance to improve. 6. Celebrate failures as milestones instead of viewing failure as something to be ashamed of. Celebrate it as a milestone on your journey to success. Every failure is one step closer to achieving your goals. Celebrate the lessons you've learned and the strength it took to keep going. The benefits of embracing failure. 1. Increased resilience. The more you embrace failure, the more resilient you become. You learn to bounce back quickly, recover from setbacks, and keep moving forward. Each failure strengthens your mental and emotional resilience, making it easier to handle future challenges. 2. Greater self-confidence. When you stop fearing failure, you gain confidence in your ability to face challenges and keep going. You realize that failure is not something to fear, but something you can handle with grace and perseverance. 3. Accelerated learning and growth. Failure is one of the fastest ways to learn. When you fail, you get immediate feedback on what works and what doesn't. This feedback allows you to adjust your approach and improve quickly, helping you reach your goals faster. 4. Stronger problem-solving skills. Failure teaches you how to adapt and problem-solve. When things don't go as planned, you're forced to think creatively and find new solutions. Over time, this strengthens your ability to think critically and solve problems efficiently. Overcoming the fear of failure. If you're still afraid of failure, it's time to face that fear head-on. Here's how to overcome the fear of failure. Take small risks. Start by taking small risks that push you outside your comfort zone. The more you face failure in manageable doses, the less intimidating it becomes. Visualize success. Instead of focusing on the worst-case scenario, visualize yourself succeeding. See yourself overcoming challenges and achieving your goals. Reframe failure as feedback. Remember that failure is not a reflection of your worth. It's feedback. It shows you what didn't work and guides you toward what will. Failure is the bridge to success, Every failure brings you closer to your goals. It teaches you, refines you, and prepares you for the next step in your journey. The most successful people didn't achieve their dreams because they avoided failure. They achieved them because they embraced failure as part of the process. In the next chapter, we'll dive into the power of resilience and how to keep moving forward, no matter what life throws your way. Don't fear failure. Embrace it. It's the stepping stone to your success. Chapter 12. Resilience. Bouncing back, stronger life, doesn't always go as planned. But what separates those who succeed from those who give up is resilience, the ability to bounce back after failure, adapt to adversity, and keep moving forward, no matter how difficult things become. In this chapter, we'll explore the concept of resilience, why it's crucial for your success, and practical strategies to build a resilient mindset that will carry you through life's toughest challenges. Why resilience matters. Resilience is essential because life is full of unpredictability. You can't control everything that happens, but you can control how you respond to it. Resilient people are not immune to hardship, but they know how to face adversity with strength and determination. Here are a few reasons why resilience is such a powerful trait. 1. It helps you stay focused on your goals when setbacks happen. It's easy to become discouraged and lose sight of your goals. Resilience helps you stay focused, even when things get tough. Resilient people keep their eyes on the prize, knowing that challenges are just part of the journey. 2. It builds strength and character. Resilience is not just about bouncing back, it's about growing stronger in the process. The more you face adversity, the more you develop the inner strength, patience, and perseverance required to succeed. 3. It reduces the impact of stress. Adversity is stressful, but resilience helps you manage that stress. Resilient individuals have developed the mental tools to cope with stress in a healthy way, so setbacks don't feel as overwhelming. 4. It fosters adaptability. Life often requires us to adaptability. Life often requires us to adapt to new circumstances. Especially, resilient people are flexible, able to adjust their approach and find new ways forward when things don't go according to plan. The power of a resilient mindset. At the core of resilience is your mindset. People who are resilient tend to have certain thought patterns that help them bounce back from adversity. Here's what a resilient mindset looks like. 1. Optimism. Resilient people maintain a positive outlook. Even in the face of adversity, they believe that setbacks are temporary and that things will get better. Optimism helps them stay motivated and focused on their long-term vision, even when challenges arise. 2. Self-belief. Resilience is built on a foundation of self-confidence. Resilient individuals trust in their own abilities and believe that they have what it takes to overcome any obstacle. They know that failure is not a reflection of their worth, but a lesson to be learned from. 3. Emotional regulation. Being resilient doesn't mean you don't feel emotions. It means you don't let your emotions control you. Resilient people are able to manage their emotional responses, even in stressful situations. They can acknowledge their feelings without being overwhelmed by them. 4. Perseverance. Resilient people don't give up when the going gets tough. They have a deep sense of perseverance, knowing that success often requires enduring hard times. They keep going, even when things seem impossible, trusting that every step forward, no matter how small, brings them closer to their goals. How to build resilience. 1. Embrace challenges as opportunities. The first step to building resilience is to shift your perspective. Instead of viewing challenges as obstacles, see them as opportunities for growth. Every challenge you face teaches you something new and strengthens your character. The more you embrace challenges, the more resilient you become. You start to realize that setbacks are not threats to your progress, but valuable lessons that prepare you for future success. 2. Learn from past experiences. Look back at the challenges you faced in the past. How did you handle them? What did you learn from those experiences? The more you reflect on your past, the more you'll see that you've already faced adversity and come out stronger on the other side. Use these past experiences as evidence of your own resilience. You've done it before, and you can do it again. 3. Practice self-care. Building resilience doesn't mean pushing yourself to the breaking point. Taking care of yourself, physically, mentally, and emotionally, is essential for maintaining resilience. Make sure you're getting enough sleep, eating well, and exercising regularly. Taking time to relax and recharge also helps you build the mental strength needed to face life's challenges. 4. Seek support. You don't have to face adversity alone. Surround yourself with people who uplift and support you. Whether it's family, friends, or a mentor, having a strong support system can help you stay resilient during difficult times. Resilient people know when to ask for help and lean on others when they need it. 5. Develop problem-solving skills. Resilience is about being able to adapt and find solutions in the face of adversity. The more you practice problem-solving, the more resilient you become. When faced with a challenge, break it down into smaller, manageable pieces. Focus on what you can control and look for creative solutions. The more you practice this, the easier it will be to stay resilient in the future. Resilience in action. Real life examples. 1. The story of J.K. Rowling before becoming one of the most successful authors in the world. J.K. Rowling faced years of struggle. She was a single mother living on welfare, and she was rejected by multiple publishers before Harry Potter was finally accepted. Despite facing rejection after rejection, Rowling's resilience kept her going. She believed in her story and kept pushing forward, even when the odds were stacked against her. Today, Harry Potter is a global phenomenon, and her story is a testament to the power of resilience. The story of Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple, was fired from the very company he started. Instead of letting this failure define him, he used it as an opportunity to reinvent himself. He founded Next and Pixar, both of which led to his return to Apple, where he went on to revolutionize the tech industry. Jobs' resilience, his ability to keep going after a huge setback, played a crucial role in his success. Why resilience is key to long-term success. Resilience isn't just about surviving the challenges life throws at you. It's about thriving in the face of adversity. Every time you face a setback and bounce back, you grow stronger and more capable of handling whatever comes next. Resilience allows you to turn failure into fuel, setbacks into lessons, and adversity into opportunity. It's the secret to overcoming obstacles and achieving long-term success, no matter how difficult the journey may be. In the next chapter, we'll explore the importance of mindfulness in building resilience and how staying present can help you manage stress. Stay grounded and maintain mental clarity during tough times. Resilience isn't about never falling. It's about getting up every single time you do. Chapter 13. Mindfulness, the key to mental clarity and focus in today's fast-paced world. It's easy to get caught up in the chaos. Our minds are constantly bombarded with distractions, worries about the future, and regrets from the past. We're always thinking about what's next, often neglecting the present moment. But in order to truly thrive and reach your full potential, you must learn to be present. In this chapter, we'll dive into the practice of mindfulness, explore its benefits, and show you how it can help you stay focused, manage stress, and build the mental clarity needed to navigate life's challenges. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness is the practice of bringing your full attention to the present moment without judgment. It involves being aware of your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings in a way that allows you to respond thoughtfully, rather than reacting impulsively. When you're mindful, you're not dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. You're fully immersed in the here and now. This simple yet powerful practice can drastically improve your mental well-being, increase your focus, and enhance your ability to deal with stress. Why mindfulness matters? Mindfulness is more than just a calming technique. It's a life-changing practice that can improve your overall quality of life. Here are a few reasons why mindfulness is so important. 1. Reduces stress and anxiety. Stress and anxiety are often the result of our minds being overloaded with thoughts about the future or dwelling on past mistakes. Mindfulness helps you focus on the present, allowing you to let go of unnecessary worries and reducing your stress levels. Studies have shown that mindfulness can lower cortisol, the stress hormone, and promote relaxation. When you practice mindfulness, you learn to respond to stressors with a calm and composed mind. 2. Improves focus and productivity. Being constantly distracted by outside stimuli or your own racing thoughts makes it difficult to focus on the task at hand. Mindfulness helps you train your brain to focus on one thing at a time, allowing you to be more productive and efficient. When you're present in the moment, you're able to give your full attention to whatever you're doing, whether it's work, a conversation, or a creative project. This heightened focus helps you perform better and achieve more. 3. Enhances emotional regulation. Mindfulness allows you to become more aware of your emotions without being overwhelmed by them. Instead of reacting impulsively, when you feel anger, frustration, or sadness, mindfulness helps you pause and respond thoughtfully. This ability to regulate your emotions is crucial for building strong relationships, maintaining a positive mindset, and making thoughtful decisions. 4. Promotes better decision-making. When your mind is cluttered with distractions and negative thoughts, it's difficult to make clear, rational decisions. Mindfulness helps clear mental fog and allows you to approach decision-making with clarity and calmness. By cultivating mindfulness, you can better assess situations, consider all options, and make more informed decisions that align with your values and goals. 5. Increases resilience. Mindfulness helps you stay grounded in the face of adversity. When life gets tough, practicing mindfulness allows you to maintain perspective and respond with patience and clarity. Instead of being swept away by emotions or stress, you can approach challenges with a calm, resilient mindset. How to practice mindfulness? Mindfulness is a skill that requires practice, but it's simple and accessible to everyone. Here are some ways to begin cultivating mindfulness in your daily life. 1. Mindful breathing. One of the easiest ways to practice mindfulness is through mindful breathing. Simply focus on your breath as it enters and leaves your body. Pay attention to the sensations of each inhale and exhale. If your mind starts to wander, gently guide it back to your breath. This simple practice can calm your nervous system, improve your focus, and help you stay present in the moment. 2. Body scan. A body scan is a mindfulness practice where you bring attention to each part of your body, noticing any sensations, tension, or discomfort. Start at your feet and work your way up to your head, observing how each part of your body feels. This practice helps you connect with your physical self, relax, and become more aware of your body's signals. Mindful eating involves paying full attention to the experience of eating, rather than eating on autopilot or while distracted. Notice the colors, textures, and flavors of your food. Take your time with each bite and savor the experience. By practicing mindful eating, you not only improve your digestion, but also develop a deeper appreciation for your food and enhance your overall relationship with eating. 4. Mindful walking. Walking mindfully involves focusing on the sensation of your feet making contact with the ground, the movement of your body, and the environment around you. It's a great way to practice mindfulness if you prefer moving over sitting still. As you walk, notice the sights, sounds, and smells around you. Stay present with the rhythm of your steps and let go of any distractions. 5. Meditation is one of the most powerful ways to practice mindfulness. Set aside a few minutes each day to sit in silence and focus on your breath or a specific mantra. If your mind starts to wander, gently return your focus to your breath or the object of your meditation. There are various types of meditation, such as loving-kindness meditation or guided visualization, that can help you cultivate mindfulness and improve your mental clarity. Overcoming challenges in mindfulness practice. As with any new skill, practicing mindfulness can be challenging at first. Here are some common obstacles you might face and how to overcome them. 1. A wandering mind. It's normal for your mind to wander during mindfulness practice. Don't judge yourself when this happens. Simply notice that your mind has drifted and gently bring your attention back to the present moment. The key is to be patient with yourself and understand that mindfulness is a skill that takes time to develop. 2. Restlessness or discomfort. If you find it difficult to sit still or feel restless during meditation, try focusing on your breath or a specific sensation in your body. You can also try a different mindfulness technique, like mindful walking or eating, to ease discomfort. 3. Lack of time. Many people struggle to find time for mindfulness practice. The truth is, you don't need hours to practice mindfulness. You can start with just a few minutes each day. Even taking a few deep breaths in the middle of a busy day can help you recenter and refocus. The long-term benefits of mindfulness. As you practice mindfulness regularly, you'll begin to notice long-term benefits, such as greater mental clarity. Your thoughts will become clearer, allowing you to make better decisions and stay focused on your goals. Improved relationships. Mindfulness helps you be more present and empathetic, which strengthens your relationships with others. Better stress management. You'll develop the ability to manage stress in a healthy way, reducing its negative impact on your life. Increased overall well-being. By living more mindfully, you'll experience a greater sense of peace, happiness, and fulfillment in your daily life. Mindfulness as a tool for personal transformation. Mindfulness is not just a practice, it's a way of life. When you learn to live with intention and awareness, you unlock a deeper sense of purpose, fulfillment, and clarity. In the next chapter, we'll dive into the power of self-reflection and how taking time to reflect on your journey can accelerate your personal growth and help you reach your full potential. Mindfulness isn't about escaping life. It's about fully embracing it one moment at a time. Chapter 14, Self-Reflection. The power of looking within in our fast-paced world. It's easy to get caught up in the demands of daily life. We often move from one task to the next without taking a moment to pause and reflect. Yet, the practice of self-reflection is a critical tool for personal growth and transformation. By taking the time to look inward, we can gain clarity, learn from our experiences, and ultimately become the best version of ourselves. In this chapter, we will explore the significance of self-reflection, how it can propel you towards success, and practical techniques to incorporate self-reflection into your daily routine. Why self-reflection matters. Self-reflection allows you to step back and examine your thoughts, actions, and beliefs. It's about creating space for introspection, understanding your motivations, and gaining insight into your behavior. Here's why self-reflection is so vital. 1. Gaining clarity on your goals. Self-reflection helps you clarify what you truly want in life. When you take time to reflect on your desires, passions, and values, you can better align your actions with your long-term goals. It enables you to evaluate whether you're moving in the right direction and adjust your path if necessary. By gaining clarity, you eliminate distractions and stay focused on what truly matters. 2. Learning from experiences. We often go through life without fully processing our experiences. Self-reflection gives you the opportunity to learn from both successes and failures. It's about looking back, analyzing what worked, what didn't, and understanding why. This reflective process allows you to avoid repeating past mistakes, celebrate your progress, and continuously improve yourself. 3. Improving self-awareness. Self-awareness is a cornerstone of personal growth. When you take the time to reflect, you gain a deeper understanding of your strengths, weaknesses, and patterns of behavior. This self-awareness helps you make better decisions, communicate more effectively, and form healthier relationships. The more aware you are of your thoughts and actions, the easier it becomes to make intentional choices that align with your true self. 4. Fostering emotional growth. Self-reflection allows you to process and understand your emotions. When you pause to think about how you're feeling, why you're feeling that way, and how your emotions affect your behavior, you develop emotional intelligence. This increased emotional awareness can help you regulate your emotions, build resilience, and improve your relationships with others. 5. Cultivating gratitude and appreciation. When we're constantly striving for the next thing, it's easy to overlook what we already have. Self-reflection allows you to pause and recognize the blessings in your life. Reflecting on your achievements, relationships, and experiences helps cultivate a sense of gratitude, which can significantly boost your overall happiness and well-being. How to practice self-reflection. Self-reflection is a powerful tool, but it's something that requires intentional practice. Here are some ways you can incorporate self-reflection into your daily routine. 1. Journaling is one of the most effective ways to engage in self-reflection. Set aside time each day to write down your thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Reflect on the events of your day, what you learned, and how you grew. You can also use prompts to guide your reflection, such as, what went well today? What challenges did I face, and how did I handle them? What am I grateful for today? What could I have done differently? What could I have done differently? Journaling helps you process your emotions, gain clarity, and track your progress over time. 2. Meditation and mindfulness. Meditation and mindfulness are excellent practices for fostering self-reflection. Through meditation, you can sit quietly and observe your thoughts without judgment. This practice allows you to gain insight into your mental and emotional state, helping you better understand your mind's pattern. Mindfulness, as we discussed in the previous chapter, is about being fully present in the moment. By practicing mindfulness regularly, you can cultivate a habit of self-reflection throughout the day, helping you remain grounded and aware of your thoughts and actions. 3. Regular check-ins with yourself. A quick daily or weekly check-in with yourself can be incredibly helpful. Take a few minutes to ask yourself questions like, how am I feeling today? What have I accomplished so far? Are my actions aligning with my goals? What do I need to focus on moving forward? This practice helps you stay on track, identify any emotional or mental blocks, and recalibrate if needed. 4. Seeking feedback from others. While self-reflection is an internal process, seeking feedback from others can provide valuable external perspective. Reach out to trusted friends, mentors, or colleagues and ask for honest feedback. Consider questions like, how do you think I'm doing in my personal or professional life? Are there areas where I can improve? What strengths do you think I should develop further? Feedback from others can help you see yourself from different angles, allowing for deeper self-awareness and growth. 5. Setting time for silence and solitude. In our busy lives, it's difficult to find moments of stillness, yet solitude and silence are essential for deep self-reflection. Set aside time each week to disconnect from distractions, whether it's a walk in nature, sitting quietly in your home, or spending time alone in a peaceful environment. In these moments of solitude, you can clear your mind, reflect on your experiences, and gain new perspectives. Overcoming challenges in self-reflection while self-reflection is an incredibly beneficial practice. It's not always easy. Here are some common obstacles you might encounter and ways to overcome them. 1. Avoiding uncomfortable truths. Self-reflection can sometimes reveal things we don't want to acknowledge, whether it's a mistake, a negative behavior, or a painful truth. It's natural to resist confronting these uncomfortable realizations. However, true growth comes from embracing these truths, learning from them, and taking action to improve. Approach self-reflection with an open mind and a willingness to face the hard truths. 2. Lack of time in our busy lives. Finding time for self-reflection can be challenging. The key is to prioritize it. Even just a few minutes each day can make a huge difference. You now need hours to reflect. Short, intentional moments can be enough to gain insight and clarity. 3. Self-criticism It's easy to fall into a pattern of self-criticism during reflection, focusing too much on what you did wrong or what you haven't accomplished. However, self-reflection is not about judgment. It's about growth. Be compassionate with yourself and remember that you're looking for lessons, not self-punishment. 4. Distractions in today's world. Distractions are everywhere. It can be difficult to carve out time for reflection without interruptions. To overcome this, create a quiet space free from distractions, whether it's turning off your phone, closing your door, or setting aside specific time for reflection. The transformative power of self-reflection. Self-reflection is not a one-time activity. It's an ongoing process that evolves as you grow. By making self-reflection a regular part of your life, you unlock the power to continuously improve, make better decisions, and create the life you truly desire. The more you reflect on your experiences, the more you will learn about yourself and what truly matters to you. This self-awareness, combined with the other tools you've learned throughout this book, will give you the clarity and confidence to break through any mental barriers and achieve your full potential. In the next chapter, we'll discuss the importance of personal accountability and how taking responsibility for your actions can propel you toward lasting success. Self-reflection is the mirror through which we see our true potential. Chapter 15. Personal accountability. The key to unlocking your potential, no matter how much knowledge, talent, or opportunity you possess, your ability to achieve success ultimately depends on one thing: personal accountability. Accountability is the practice of taking full responsibility for your actions, decisions, and outcomes. It's about acknowledging your role in the process and not making excuses or blaming others for setbacks. In this chapter, we'll explore the profound impact personal accountability can have on your life. We'll also provide actionable steps to help you embrace this empowering practice and use it to break through mental barriers and achieve your goals. Why personal accountability matters. Personal accountability is foundational to creating lasting change and growth. When you hold yourself accountable, you stop looking outside of yourself for reasons why things aren't working. Instead, you focus on what you can control and take proactive steps toward improvement. Here's why it matters. 1. Helps you take ownership of your life. When you accept responsibility for your actions, you take ownership of your life. Instead of relying on external circumstances or other people to shape your success, you understand that the power to create the life you want lies within you. Taking ownership means you no longer passively wait for things to happen. You actively take charge and make things happen, regardless of external factors. 2. Strengthens your confidence. When you hold yourself accountable, you start to trust your ability to handle challenges. As you take responsibility for your actions, you gain a sense of control over your life. This control translates to confidence because you know that you are the one driving your success. Over time, accountability helps you build the mental strength to face difficulties head-on, knowing that your actions will always determine the outcome. 3. Accelerates growth and progress. Personal accountability allows you to track your progress, learn from your mistakes, and continuously improve. Without accountability, it's easy to ignore areas that need improvement or avoid taking responsibility for missteps. When you are accountable to yourself, you can honestly assess your strengths and weaknesses, making it easier to refine your approach and move forward. 4. Promotes integrity. and trustworthiness, accountability, is key to maintaining integrity. When you consistently hold yourself to high standards and take responsibility for your actions, you earn the trust of others. Whether in personal or professional relationships, accountability fosters a sense of reliability and respect. When people see that you are willing to own your actions and decisions, they are more likely to trust you and support you in your journey. 5. Breaks the cycle of victimhood. One of the biggest barriers to success is adopting a victim mindset. When you blame others or external circumstances for your struggles, you disempower yourself. Personal accountability forces you to take control of your life and make decisions that lead to positive outcomes. By stepping out of the victim role and into the driver's seat, you become empowered to create the change you want to see. How to practice personal accountability. Personal accountability is a mindset and a practice that can be developed over time. Here are some practical ways you can begin holding yourself accountable. 1. Set clear, achievable goals without clear goals. It's easy to drift through life without a sense of purpose. Start by setting specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, SMART goals. These goals provide a roadmap for your actions and serve as a benchmark for accountability. Once you have clear goals, regularly review them to track your progress and make adjustments as needed. If you miss a deadline or fail to meet a target, take full responsibility, analyze what went wrong, and adjust your approach for next time. 2. Create a system of regular check-ins to stay on track with your goals. It's important to establish a system for regular check-ins. These can be daily, weekly, or monthly, depending on your needs. Use these check-ins to assess where you are in relation to your goals. Identify any obstacles and determine what adjustments need to be made. During your check-ins, ask yourself, am I on track? What challenges have I faced? What can I do to improve? What actions do I need to take today to stay on course? This system ensures that you hold yourself accountable and stay committed to your goals. 3. Own your mistakes. No one is perfect. Mistakes are part of the learning process. The key to personal accountability is not avoiding mistakes, but owning them. When something goes wrong, instead of blaming external factors or making excuses, acknowledge your role in the outcome. Ask yourself, what could I have done differently? What did I learn from this mistake? How can I ensure this doesn't happen again? Owning your mistakes allows you to grow and build resilience, and it also helps you avoid repeating the same errors. 4. Be honest with yourself. Honesty is at the heart of personal accountability. It's easy to deceive yourself into thinking you're doing enough or making progress when you're not. However, this self-deception will only hinder your growth. When you engage in self-reflection or evaluate your progress, be brutally honest with yourself. Don't make excuses or sugarcoat the truth. Instead, face the reality of your actions and take responsibility for them. 5. Find an accountability partner. Having an accountability partner can help keep you on track and motivate you to stay committed to your goals. This person can be a friend, family member, mentor, or colleague who helps hold you accountable for your actions and progress. Check in with your accountability partner regularly, share your goals, and discuss any challenges you're facing. Knowing that someone else is counting on you to follow through can give you the extra push you need to stay focused and committed. overcoming challenges with personal accountability. While personal accountability is empowering, it's not always easy. Here are some common challenges you may encounter and strategies for overcoming them. 1. Fear of failure. The fear of failure can prevent you from taking responsibility for your actions. It's important to remember that failure is a natural part of growth. Instead of seeing failure as something to avoid, embrace it as an opportunity to learn and improve. By reframing failure as a valuable learning experience, you'll be more likely to take risks and hold yourself accountable even when things don't go as planned. 2. Lack of motivation. Staying motivated can be difficult, especially when you're not seeing immediate results. One way to stay accountable, even when motivation wanes, is to break your goals into smaller, manageable tasks. This allows you to focus on immediate steps instead of becoming overwhelmed by the bigger picture. You can also remind yourself of the why behind your goals. When you reconnect with your purpose, you'll reignite your motivation to stay accountable. 3. External distractions. Life can throw distractions your way, making it harder to stay focused on your goals. To combat this, create a distraction-free environment that supports your productivity. Set boundaries with your time and prioritize your goals over time wasters. By minimizing distractions, you allow yourself to stay fully engaged in the work that will move you towards success. The lifelong benefits of personal accountability. As you practice personal accountability, you'll begin to notice significant changes in your life. Accountability helps you build self-discipline, which is essential for success. Create a sense of empowerment and control over your life. Develop resilience in the face of challenges and setbacks. Cultivate integrity and trustworthiness in your relationships. Make consistent progress toward your goals and aspirations. The more you practice personal accountability, the more you will unlock your true potential and break through any mental barriers standing in your way. In the next chapter, we'll explore the importance of continuous learning and how investing in your personal development can keep you on the path to success. Personal accountability is the foundation upon which all greatness is built. Chapter 16. Continuous learning. In a world that's constantly evolving, the ability to learn and adapt is more important than ever. Success doesn't come from knowing everything. It comes from being willing to learn, grow, and evolve every single day. Continuous learning is the key to keeping yourself sharp, relevant, and on the path to success, no matter what stage of life you're in. In this chapter, we'll delve into the importance of continuous learning, how to make it a lifelong habit, and the impact it can have on your personal and professional growth. Why continuous learning matters. The world is changing faster than ever before, and the knowledge and skills that once guaranteed success may quickly become outdated. Continuous learning helps you stay ahead of the curve, stay adaptable, and keep your mind sharp. Here's why it matters. 1. Keeps you adaptable in both your personal and professional life. Change is inevitable. Whether it's changes in technology, industry trends, or personal circumstances, being adaptable is crucial. Continuous learning allows you to develop the skills and knowledge you need to adjust to new challenges, opportunities, and environments. The more you learn, the more flexible and resilient you become in navigating life's inevitable changes. 2. Enhances your problem-solving skills. As you continue to learn, you accumulate new tools, frameworks, and strategies for tackling problems. The more knowledge you have, the better equipped you are to solve challenges in creative and effective ways. Continuous learning sharpens your problem-solving abilities, allowing you to think critically and find solutions that others might overlook. 3. Builds confidence. Knowledge is power. And the more you learn, the more confident you become. Whether it's mastering a new skill, gaining expertise in a particular field, or overcoming a personal limitation, continuous learning builds self-assurance. Confidence grows when you have the knowledge to handle different situations, take on new challenges, and make informed decisions. 4. Expands your opportunities. The more you learn, the more opportunities you learn, the more opportunities you open up for yourself. Whether you're looking for a new job, aiming for a promotion, or pursuing a personal passion, continuous learning helps you develop the skills and expertise necessary to seize new opportunities. As you expand your knowledge, you'll find that doors open in areas you never expected, both professionally and personally. 5. Fuels personal development. Learning isn't just about acquiring knowledge. It's about growing as a person. Continuous learning encourages you to step outside your comfort zone, confront new challenges, and push the boundaries of what you thought was possible. By investing in your growth, you develop a sense of fulfillment and a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. How to make continuous learning a habit if you want to continue growing. Learning has to become a part of your everyday life. Here are some practical ways to make continuous learning a habit. 1. Set learning goals. Like any goal, continuous learning works best when you set specific objectives. Whether it's learning a new skill, reading a certain number of books each month, or gaining expertise in a particular area, clear learning goals give you direction and purpose. Be intentional about your learning. Break your goals into smaller, achievable tasks so you can track your progress and stay motivated. 2. Prioritize reading. Reading is one of the best ways to learn new things. Whether you're reading books, articles, research papers, or blogs, reading helps you expand your knowledge and stimulate your mind. Commit to reading regularly. You don't have to read for hours each day, but make it a habit to read something every day. Even 15-20 minutes can have a big impact over time. 3. Take online courses and attend workshops. In today's digital age, online courses and workshops are more accessible than ever before. Whether you're learning something technical, creative, or personal, there are countless resources available to help you expand your skill set. Look for courses on platforms like Coursera, Udemy, or LinkedIn Learning, or find local workshops and seminars that align with your learning goals. The more you expose yourself to different learning environments, the more you'll grow. 4. Seek mentorship and networking. One of the best ways to accelerate your learning is by learning from others. Seek out mentors, coaches, or peers who can share their experiences, advice, and insight. Networking is another powerful way to expand your knowledge. Engaging with others in your field of interest allows you to exchange ideas, stay up to date on trends, and gain valuable feedback. 5. Embrace lifelong learning. Shift your mindset to embrace learning as a lifelong process. Don't see learning as something you do only in school or at a specific point in your career. Instead, adopt a mindset that views every moment as an opportunity to learn and grow. Stay curious, ask questions, seek new experiences, and always look for ways to expand your knowledge, no matter how small. Overcoming obstacles to continuous learning. While continuous learning is essential for growth, it's not always easy. Here are some common obstacles you might face, along with strategies for overcoming them. 1. Time constraints. One of the most common barriers to learning is time. With the demands of work, family, other commitments, it can feel difficult to prioritize learning. To overcome this challenge, integrate learning into your daily routine. Listen to podcasts or audiobooks during your commute. Take an online course during your lunch break, or read for 20 minutes before bed. By carving out small chunks of time throughout the day, you can make learning a consistent habit. 2. Lack of motivation. At times, it's easy to lose motivation, especially when the learning process feels slow or challenging. One way to stay motivated is by celebrating small wins. Break your learning goals into smaller steps and reward yourself when you achieve them. Additionally, remind yourself of the benefits of learning, the skills, opportunities, and growth it will bring. When you keep your why in mind, staying motivated becomes much easier. 3. Information overload. With the vast amount of information available today, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. The key is to focus on what's most relevant to your goals and interests. Instead of trying to learn everything at once, narrow your focus to specific areas that align with your personal or professional objective. Prioritize quality over quantity, and choose the resources that will provide the most value to you. 4. Fear of failure. Learning involves making mistakes, and the fear of failure can hold you back. It's important to remember that failure is part of the process. Each mistake offers valuable lessons that help you improve. Embrace the idea that failure is not a setback, but a stepping stone to success. The more you're willing to make mistakes and learn from them, the more progress you'll make. The lifelong benefits of continuous learning. The benefits of continuous learning extend far beyond acquiring knowledge. By committing to lifelong learning, you unlock a host of advantages. Adaptability in a fast-changing world, increased confidence and self-assurance, enhanced problem-solving skills, more opportunities in both personal and professional life, a sense of fulfillment and personal growth. Continuous learning keeps you engaged with life and fuels your passion for growth. By dedicating yourself to the pursuit of knowledge, you ensure that you're always moving forward, breaking mental barriers and achieving new heights. In the next chapter, we'll explore the role of resilience in overcoming challenges and achieving lasting success. The pursuit of knowledge is the greatest adventure. Chapter 17. Resilience. But what truly sets successful individuals apart is their ability to bounce back after adversity. This ability is called resilience, the mental strength and perseverance to recover from difficulties, adapt, and keep going. In this chapter, we'll explore what resilience really means, why it's so critical to overcoming mental barriers, and how you can cultivate this invaluable trait to achieve long-term success. What is resilience? Resilience is the ability to withstand adversity, to recover from challenges, and to keep pushing forward despite obstacles. It's not about avoiding hardship, but rather how you respond to it when it inevitably arises. Resilient individuals are able to adapt, learn from their experiences, and continue striving toward their goals, even when the odds are stacked against them. While some people seem naturally resilient, resilience is a skill that can be developed over time. It's not about being immune to hardship, but rather about developing the tools and mindset to deal with it effectively. Why resilience matters. Resilience is the cornerstone of success. Without it, setbacks can derail progress, cause you to give up, or make you lose sight of your goals. Here's why resilience is essential. 1. Enables you to overcome setbacks. Everyone faces setbacks, whether it's a failed project, a personal loss, or a professional challenge. Resilience allows you to view setbacks as temporary roadblocks rather than permanent obstacles. It helps you understand that failure is not the end. It's part of the journey. When you're resilient, you can bounce back from failure, adjust your course, and keep moving forward with renewed focus. 2. Strengthens your mental and emotional well-being. Resilience is not just about overcoming external challenges. It's also about protecting your mental and emotional health. When you develop resilience, you are better able to handle stress, manage negative emotions, and maintain a positive outlook, even in difficult times. This mental toughness allows you to stay calm under pressure, maintain your focus, and avoid getting overwhelmed by stress. 3. Increases your chances of success. People who are resilient are more likely to persevere through tough times and eventually achieve their goals. They don't let failure deter them. Instead, they use it as an opportunity to learn and grow. This persistence is a key ingredient in long-term success. Resilience is what keeps you going when the road gets tough. It's the difference between giving up and pushing through to achieve your dreams. 4. Helps you embrace change. Life is full of uncertainty and change. Whether it's shifting career goals, changing personal circumstances, or adapting to new technologies, resilience helps you cope with change in a healthy and productive way. Resilient individuals are not only able to handle change, they often thrive in it. They view change as an opportunity for growth and learning rather than something to fear. 5. Cultivates a growth mindset. Resilience is closely tied to the concept of a growth mindset. The belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. When you're resilient, you focus on what you can learn from each experience, rather than dwelling on the difficulty of the challenge itself. This mindset shifts your perspective from seeing obstacles as insurmountable barriers to viewing them as opportunities for personal development. How to build resilience. While some people seem naturally resilient, resilience is a skill that can be developed. Here are some actionable strategies to help you build resilience and strengthen your ability to overcome adversity. 1. Build a support network. One of the most important aspects of resilience is having a strong support system. Surround yourself with people who encourage you, offer advice, and lift you up during difficult times. Having a reliable network of friends, family, mentors, or colleagues can provide the emotional support and perspective you need to keep going when things get tough. 2. Develop a positive mindset. Your mindset plays a critical role in your resilience. A positive outlook helps you maintain hope and motivation, even when faced with challenges. By staying open to alternative paths, you become more resilient in the face of uncertainty. Overcoming common resilience challenges. Developing resilience isn't always easy, and there are some common challenges that might get in the way. Here's how to overcome them. 1. Fear of failure. A fear of failure can keep you from taking risks or trying new things. To build resilience, it's important to reframe your view of failure. Instead of seeing it as something to avoid, see it as a valuable learning experience that helps you grow. The more you embrace failure as part of the process, the less it will hold you back. 2. Negative self-talk. Negative Self-talk can undermine your resilience and prevent you from staying motivated. When you hear critical thoughts in your head, challenge them. Replace negative statements with positive, empowering ones. For example, instead of thinking, "I can't do this," try thinking, "This is a challenge, but I can handle it." The more you practice positive self-talk, the stronger your resilience will become. 3. Lack of confidence. If you don't believe in your ability to succeed, it can be difficult to bounce back from setbacks. To build confidence, focus on your strengths, celebrate small wins, and remember past success. You've overcome challenges before, and you can do it again. The more you remind yourself of your capabilities, the more resilient you'll become. The lifelong benefits of resilience. Resilience is just a skill for overcoming adversity. It's a powerful tool for achieving success. By developing resilience, you'll bounce back from setbacks more quickly, stay focused on your goals. Even during tough times, build a growth mindset that fuels continuous development, adapt to change, and thrive in uncertainty. Strengthen your mentality. And emotional health. Resilience allows you to take life's challenges in stride, knowing that each obstacle is an opportunity to grow stronger. By cultivating resilience, you'll not only overcome mental barriers, but break through them and reach new heights of success. In the next chapter, we'll explore the power of self-discipline and how it supports long-term success. Resilience is not about avoiding the storm. It's about learning how to dance in the rain. Chapter 18, Self-Discipline. The power of consistency. Success is not just about having talent or luck. It's about self-discipline, the ability to consistently work toward your goals, even when motivation fades or obstacles arise. Self-discipline is the driving force behind turning your dreams into reality. And it's the secret to overcoming the mental barriers that hold you back from achieving your highest potential. In this chapter, we'll dive into why self-discipline is essential, how to develop it, and how you can use it to stay focused on your long-term goals. What is self-discipline? Self-discipline is the ability to control your impulses, emotions, and behaviors to achieve a greater goal. It's the commitment to doing what needs to be done, even when it's hard or uncomfortable. Self-discipline isn't about perfection. It's about consistency. It's choosing the long-term benefit over short-term gratification. At its core, self-discipline is about mastering your mind and developing habits that support your success. It's the force that keeps you moving forward when external motivation fades. Why self-discipline matters? Self-discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. Without it, we might start strong but fall off track when things get difficult or when distractions arise. Here's why self-discipline is so crucial. 1. Creates long-term success. While motivation might get you started, self-discipline is what keeps you going. It allows you to remain focused on your goals over the long term, even when challenges emerge. Success is not built on a series of moments of inspiration. It's built on daily, consistent effort. Self-discipline helps you show up every day, even when you don't feel like it, and continue to put in the work that will eventually pay off. 2. Builds good habits. Self-discipline is the foundation of good habits. Habits are powerful because they allow you to perform tasks automatically, without having to rely on willpower or motivation. When you build self-discipline, you train yourself to form positive, productive habits. Over time, these habits compound and lead to big changes. For example, Exercising for just 30 minutes each day can lead to improved physical health over the course of weeks and months. 3. Helps you resist temptation. We all face distractions and temptations, whether it's procrastination, negative habits, or other things that pull us away from our goals. Self-discipline gives you the ability to resist these temptations and stay focused on what truly matters. It's not about avoiding pleasure or fun. It's about understanding that the immediate gratification of distractions doesn't compare to the lasting fulfillment of achieving your long-term goals. 4. Strengthens your mental toughness. Self-discipline trains your mind to remain focused, calm, and in control. No matter what challenges arise, the more you practice self-discipline, the stronger your mental toughness becomes. This mental resilience helps you stay focused in the face of adversity, allowing you to push through discomfort and keep moving toward your goals, no matter the obstacles in your path. 5. Improves decision-making. When you practice self-discipline, you become better at making decisions. You learn to prioritize long-term rewards over short-term indulgence and to align your choices with your values and goals. Self-discipline sharpens your ability to think critically and make decisions that contribute to your success, rather than acting on impulse or emotion. How to build self-discipline? Self-discipline is a skill that requires practice. While it may feel challenging at first, the more you develop it, the easier it becomes. Here are some strategies to help you build self-discipline. 1. Set clear, achievable goals. One of the first steps to developing self-discipline is to set clear and achievable goals. These goals should be specific, measurable, and aligned with your long-term vision. Break your goals down into smaller, manageable tasks so that you can consistently make progress. This approach helps prevent overwhelm and keeps you motivated. 2. Create a routine. Having a routine helps eliminate decision fatigue and gives your day structure. When you create a daily schedule, you remove the temptation to procrastinate or waste time. Incorporate your key tasks, such as exercise, work, and self-care, into your routine. The more you stick to a routine, the more it becomes second nature, and the easier it is to stay disciplined. 3. Prioritize your tasks. Not all tasks are created equal. Some are more important than others and should be prioritized. Use techniques like the Eisenhower matrix or Pareto principle, 80-20 rule, to identify the tasks that will move you closer to your goals and focus your energy on those. Learn to say no to things that don't align with your priorities and be intentional with how you spend your time. 4. Practice delayed gratification. One of the core principles of self-discipline is learning to delay gratification. Instead of seeking instant rewards, practice patience and focus on long-term goals. This doesn't mean you should never indulge yourself. It means that when faced with a choice between a short-term pleasure and a long-term goal, you make the decision that supports your greater vision. 5. Hold yourself accountable. Accountability is key to building self-discipline. When you hold yourself accountable, you are more likely to stay committed to your goals. Find ways to track your progress, whether it's through journaling, using an app, or sharing your goals with someone who can check in with you. Regular check-ins and honest self-reflection help you stay on track and adjust when necessary. 6. Celebrate small wins. Building self-discipline doesn't mean waiting until you achieve your ultimate goal to celebrate. Recognize and celebrate the small wins along the way. These celebrations serve as positive reinforcement, helping to strengthen your self-discipline and motivate you to keep going. When you acknowledge the progress you've made, you remind yourself that your efforts are paying off. Overcoming obstacles to self-discipline. Developing self-discipline isn't always easy. You'll face challenges along the way, but don't let them stop you. Here are some common obstacles and strategies to overcome them. 1. Lack of motivation. Motivation ebbs and flows. On days when you don't feel motivated, remind yourself of the bigger picture. Revisit your goals and why they matter, even when motivation is low. Self-discipline can keep you moving forward. Commit to taking small actions, even if you don't feel like it. Momentum will build and motivation will follow. 2. Procrastination. Procrastination can derail your efforts and sabotage your self-discipline. To overcome it, break your tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. Set specific deadlines and hold yourself accountable. Eliminate distractions and commit to working on your task for a set period, just long enough to build momentum. 3. Self-doubt. Self-doubt can undermine your confidence and erode your self-discipline. When you doubt your abilities, remind yourself of past successes and the steps you've already taken toward your goal. Shift your focus away from fear of failure and toward what you can control. The present moment. Every small step you take builds your confidence and strengthens your discipline. The lifelong benefits of self-discipline. Developing self-discipline will benefit you in every area of life, including increased productivity and achievement of long-term goals, better decision-making and alignment with your values, enhanced mental strength, and the ability to push through challenges, the creation of positive habits that lead to success, greater fulfillment, and satisfaction. From reaching your potential, self-discipline is the foundation of a successful, meaningful life. By practicing it consistently, you set yourself up for long-term success and the ability to break through the barriers that have held you back. In the next chapter, we'll explore the power of self-reflection and how it enhances personal growth and self-awareness. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Chapter 19. Self-reflection. Unlocking the power of self-awareness to break your mental barriers and achieve lasting success. One of the most powerful tools at your disposal is self-reflection. Self-reflection is the ability to look inward, examine your thoughts, emotions, and actions, and gain clarity on what drives you. It is a critical step toward personal growth, as it helps you develop self-awareness, uncover limiting beliefs, and understand how your mind works. In this chapter, we will explore the importance of self-reflection, how to effectively practice it, and how it can help you break through the barriers holding you back. What is self-reflection? Self-reflection is the process of pausing to examine your thoughts, feelings, behaviors, and experiences. It allows you to gain a deeper understanding of your actions, identify patterns in your behavior, and recognize areas for growth. Rather than simply reacting to life's circumstances, self-reflection helps you become an active participant in your own development. This process encourages you to look beyond surface-level reactions and gain insight into why you do what you do, how you can improve, and how to align your actions with your values and goals. Why self-reflection is essential. Self-reflection isn't just about thinking. It's about gaining clarity and insight that can lead to meaningful change. Here's why self-reflection is so crucial to breaking mental barriers and fostering growth. 1. Develops self-awareness. Self-awareness is the cornerstone of personal growth. When you reflect on your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, you become more conscious of how your internal world influences your external actions. This awareness helps you identify patterns, triggers, and blind spots that may be limiting your progress. For example, you may realize that you tend to procrastinate when you're overwhelmed, or that you often avoid difficult conversations due to fear of conflict. By becoming aware of these tendencies, you can make conscious decisions to change them. Identifies limiting beliefs. Many of the mental barriers we face are rooted in limiting beliefs, false or self-defeating thoughts that prevent us from reaching our potential. Self-reflection helps you uncover these beliefs, challenge their validity, and replace them with empowering thoughts. For instance, you may have a belief that you're not good enough to succeed in your career. Through self-reflection, you can explore the origin of that belief, assess its truth, and replace it with the realization that your experiences are more than enough to help you succeed. 3. Promotes emotional growth. Self-reflection gives you the space to process your emotions. Instead of allowing your emotions to control you, self-reflection helps you understand the root causes of your feelings and how to manage them effectively. When you reflect on your emotional responses, you can identify whether they are based on facts or distortions, and learn how to respond more rationally, rather than react impulsively. This emotional intelligence is essential for maintaining mental clarity and making wise decisions in the face of challenges. 4. Encourages accountability. Reflection allows you to honestly assess your progress and hold yourself accountable for your actions. By taking the time to evaluate what's working and what's not, you can identify where you need to adjust your efforts and take responsibility for your growth. This accountability ensures that you're actively working toward your goals and not simply going through the motions. 5. Enhances problem-solving skills. When you reflect on past challenges, you gain valuable insights into how to approach future problems more effectively. By reviewing how you handled difficult situations, you can determine what strategies worked, what didn't, and how you can improve moving forward. This problem-solving ability not only helps you break through mental barriers, but also equips you with the tools to handle obstacles with confidence and resourcefulness. How to practice self-reflection effectively. Self-reflection is a skill that requires intentionality and consistency. To reap its full benefits, it's important to approach reflection with an open mind and a willingness to learn. Here's how to practice self-reflection effectively. 1. Set aside time for reflection. One of the keys to self-reflection is setting aside dedicated time for it. While reflection can be done at any time, it's helpful to make it a regular practice. Set aside a few minutes each day or week to reflect on your experiences, actions, and thoughts. This could be at the end of your workday, during a quiet moment in the morning, or before bed. The key is to make reflection a habit so that you can consistently check in with yourself and make necessary adjustments. 2. Ask the right questions to gain meaningful insights from your self-reflection. Ask yourself powerful questions. These questions should challenge your thinking and encourage you to look beyond surface-level thoughts. Here are some examples. What did I do well today? And what could I improve? How did I feel during certain situations? And why? What limiting beliefs do I still hold? And how can I change them? How have my actions aligned with my goals and values? What did I learn from this experience? These questions prompt introspection and help you uncover patterns and areas of growth. 3. Journaling. Journaling is a powerful tool for self-reflection. Writing down your thoughts, feelings, and experiences allows you to externalize your inner world, making it easier to analyze and process. Each day or week, write down your reflections, including any lessons learned or insights gained. This journal will not only serve as a valuable record of your growth, but also help you track your progress over time. 4. Be honest with yourself. Self-reflection requires honesty. Don't shy away from uncomfortable truths or difficult emotions. Be willing to examine areas where you may have fallen short or where you've been holding on to limiting beliefs. The more honest you are with yourself, the more you'll learn and grow. Self-reflection is about progress, not perfection. 5. Look for patterns as you reflect over time. Look for patterns in your behavior, thoughts, and emotions. Are there recurring themes or challenges that keep coming up? Identifying these patterns allows you to address them consciously and make meaningful changes. For example, if you notice that you consistently avoid confrontation, self-reflection may help you realize the root cause, such as fear of rejection or a desire to keep the peace. With this insight, you can take steps to develop healthier communication skills. Overcoming common obstacles to self-reflection, while self-reflection is powerful, it can also be challenging at times. Here are some common obstacles and how to overcome them. 1. Fear of facing the truth sometimes. Self-reflection can bring up uncomfortable truths or emotions. The fear of facing these truths can make you avoid the process. To overcome this, remember that self-reflection is a tool for growth. It's an opportunity to understand yourself better, make positive changes, and break free from limiting beliefs. Approach reflection with an open mind, knowing that discomfort is often the catalyst for growth. 2. Lack of time in today's fast-paced world. Finding time for self-reflection can seem difficult. However, just a few minutes a day can have a significant impact. Start small. Set aside 5-10 minutes each day and gradually increase the time as it becomes part of your routine. The benefits of self-reflection far outweigh the small amount of time it requires. 3. Self-criticism. While reflection is about being honest, it should not turn into self-criticism. Avoid using self-reflection as a way to beat yourself up over mistakes. Instead, approach it with a mindset of curiosity and self-compassion. Recognize that you are on a journey, and each step, whether successful or challenging, contributes to your growth. The lifelong benefits of self-reflection. Self-reflection offers numerous lifelong benefits, including increased self-awareness, leading to better decision-making, the ability to identify and break limiting beliefs, improved emotional regulation, resilience, a deeper sense of purpose and alignment with your values, the ability to learn from experiences and grow continuously. Self-reflection helps you break through mental barriers and build the clarity needed to pursue your goals with confidence. By practicing regular self-reflection, you become an active participant in your own development, unlocking your true potential. In the next chapter, we will explore the importance of maintaining a growth mindset and how it can fuel your progress. Self-reflection is the mirror of your mind. The clearer the reflection, the stronger the growth. Chapter 20, Growth Mindset. The key to unlimited potential to break your mental barriers and unlock your true potential. Adopting a growth mindset is one of the most transformative shifts you can make. A growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that your abilities, intelligence, and skills are not fixed traits, but can be developed over time through effort, learning, and perseverance. This mindset encourages you to embrace challenges, persist through difficulties, and see failures as opportunities for growth and improvement. On the other hand, a fixed mindset is the belief that your abilities are static and that success is a result of innate talent or intelligence. People with a fixed mindset often avoid challenges, give up easily, and view failure as a reflection of their abilities rather than a stepping stone for improvement. The difference between a growth mindset and a fixed mindset is profound. With a growth mindset, you believe that you can improve at anything with enough effort and practice, while a fixed mindset limits your potential by making you believe that your abilities are set in stone. Why a growth mindset is essential for breaking mental barriers. A growth mindset is the antidote to the mental barriers that hold you back. When you adopt a growth mindset, you shift your perspective on challenges, setbacks, and failure, and begin to see them as opportunities for growth, rather than obstacles to success. Here's why a growth mindset is essential. 1. Embraces challenges. A growth mindset helps you embrace challenges rather than shy away from them. Instead of fearing failure or the possibility of not succeeding, you approach challenges with curiosity and excitement. By stepping out of your comfort zone and taking on difficult tasks, you open yourself up to new learning experiences that will ultimately push you closer to your goals. 2. Fosters resilience. Life is filled with obstacles, and setbacks are inevitable. With a growth mindset, you view these setbacks as temporary and manageable, rather than as signs of defeat. This resilience allows you to bounce back from failures, reframe your experiences, and continue pushing forward. Rather than allowing challenges to deter you, you develop the mental toughness to overcome them and keep striving towards your goals. 3. Increases motivation. A growth mindset fuels your intrinsic motivation by reminding you that improvement is within your control. When you believe that effort leads to success, you're more likely to stay motivated, even when progress feels slow. You understand that success is not about innate talent, but about consistent effort. This fuels a deep, lasting motivation to keep going, regardless of how long it takes. 4. Encourages lifelong learning with a growth mindset. You are continuously seeking new knowledge, skills, and experiences. You're not satisfied with being good at something. You want to keep learning, growing, and expanding your ability. This commitment to lifelong learning enhances your personal and professional development, helping you achieve continuous improvement and mastery in whatever you set your mind to. 5. Breaks limiting beliefs. Many of the mental barriers we face are rooted in limiting beliefs about our abilities. These beliefs stem from a fixed mindset and hold us back from pursuing our goal. A growth mindset helps you identify and dismantle these limiting beliefs, replacing them with empowering thoughts that encourage growth and progress. By adopting a growth mindset, you rewire your thinking to support your success rather than sabotage it. How to cultivate a growth mindset is not something that happens overnight. It requires intentional effort and practice. Here's how you can cultivate a growth mindset in your life. 1. Change your self-talk. The way you talk to yourself has a significant impact on your mindset. Instead of saying things like, "I'm not good at this," or "I'll never be able to do this," reframe your thoughts to be more positive and growth-oriented. For example, say to yourself, "I may not be good at this yet, but with practice, I can improve." This shift in language reinforces the belief that growth is possible through effort and persistence. 2. Embrace failure as a learning opportunity. Instead of seeing failure as a reflection of your abilities, view it as a valuable opportunity to learn and grow. When you fail, ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I improve next time? By reframing failure as a part of the learning process, you remove the fear of failure and embrace it as a necessary step on the path to success. 3. Focus on effort, not results. People with a growth mindset focus on the process rather than just the end result. They understand that success is the result of consistent effort, practice, and improvement. Rather than being fixated on outcomes, prioritize the effort you put in and celebrate the small wins along the way. This will help you stay motivated and keep improving, even when the results don't come immediately. 4. Seek feedback and constructive criticism. A growth mindset thrives on feedback. When you seek feedback from others, you open yourself up to new perspectives that can help you improve. Instead of taking feedback personally or as a reflection of your worth, view it as a tool for growth. Ask for constructive criticism and use it to refine your skills and abilities. 5. Surround yourself with a growth-oriented environment. Your environment plays a big role in shaping your mindset. Surround yourself with people who support your growth, encourage you to take on challenges, and foster a culture of learning. Being around others with a growth mindset will help reinforce your own mindset and inspire you to keep pushing forward, even when things get tough. Overcoming obstacles to developing a growth mindset. Developing a growth mindset can be challenging, especially if you've spent a long time with a fixed mindset. Here are some common obstacles and strategies for overcoming them. 1. Fear of failure. Fear of failure is one of the most common barriers to adopting a growth mindset. To overcome this fear, remind yourself that failure is not an end, but a learning opportunity. Shift your focus from the fear of failing to the excitement of learning and growing. By reframing failure as a necessary part of success, you'll feel more comfortable taking risks and challenging yourself.